Okay, with the directors and creative team of Tendu, a 2-minute film that has a great impact to it, played at the under 5-minute film festival. It's a film about kind of image, I guess, about the dancing using ballet as kind of like an analogy as this in your character about like what people perceive of how someone should be, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly. We picked the topic together because Michelene originally wanted to do a portrait on Black ballerina dancers, and we both together decided that it would be an amazing project to explore. Um, Michelene, maybe you can explain a little bit why you originally had the topic in mind.
Well, during my work at the City College of New York, where we're studying film right now in our master's program, a lot of my work just surrounds Black stateliness and just trying to get a sense of representation for Black narratives and stories. And I thought that with looking into what I wanted to do, what topics that I wanted to explore, and with my own background in exploring dancing as well, I came up with the subject of Black ballerinas. And just understanding and having people understand and the audience understand the why and the need for that representation in contemporary art. So I decided to bring that up as one of the topics. And while I was going to put that in the back burner to focus on other projects, Sophie rung me up and said, "Hey, let's do this. Let's work on this. I love your vision for this, and let's collaborate to see how we can just bring this to life. There's no need to like just focus on the semester for fitting in what we can fit in." And I was like, "Listen, let's do this. If you think that this is going to like create a very, 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 very fundamental, very exciting, interesting like piece that we can get together in like a certain amount of time,
Mhm.
let's do it because it's needed." And I thought that it was just as urgent as any other project or any other film that we were working on at the time.
So you guys are classmates still?
That's it, right? Yeah, we're in our second year for MFA.
And this is something that is like this wasn't this is a student project, but not part of like the curriculum. This is something you guys did just yourselves.
Pretty much, yeah. We were given an assignment. We actually kind of went a bit off track, to be honest. We were told that it had to be strictly observational, but me and Micheline both really loved the topic and thought that it would work much better as an interview piece, as a portrait
Mhm.
piece, with spoken word. And so we continued into the summer shooting, which is the series that you saw today of Meet Micah. And then we actually are continuing the series to contain three more portraits.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so outside of college.
So just little like vignettes, like kind of like 2 3 minute films, kind of showcasing like someone like I don't want to call it fish out of water, but somebody like an artistic expression that's not conventional, I guess. Is that fair? I don't know if that's fair to say.
Absolutely.
Okay. We need to expand ourselves, right? Well, as somebody who's a father of a dancer, the one thing I don't see is male. I don't see male dancers enough, which is I find crazy because there's like that preconception at like 5 6 years old that I can't be a male dancer. I don't know where that comes from. So I thought it had two levels to it from my perspective, right? Where like this obviously very talented, elegant man who the way you shot him was like a god. Like you shot him like the way you did the tracking shot is like he's basically like this is who I am and basically like this is like I should be I'm out I don't know I found it very impactful your film, let's put it that way.
Right, yeah, we purposely wanted to pick a diverse range of subjects, including male, female, and also non-binary.
Yeah.
And we were very, very interested in finding subjects who are also not only dancers but also teachers. Um, and Micah, Amanda, Kobe, and Judea, they are exceptionally skilled, talented ballerinas who
Yeah.
perform and um, are on the stage, but they also in their spare time do choreography, or they work with children. Judea works with children. Amanda also works in classrooms, and yeah, we were really struck by their passion and their exceptional talent, but also their desire to pass that talent onwards to the next generation. So we were really lucky to have worked with these dancers, and also a lot of them were affiliated with the Dance Theatre of Harlem here in New York. And yeah, I'm very grateful that we were able to access and work together.
So how did you pitch as Micah to be in this film?
Oh, scouting, Instagram.
Oh, okay. You
We
didn't know
got
him
it
personally. You
their
just
bag.
you searched for somebody and you found him.
Yes, yes. In order to execute the project how we wanted to, we just we did our research. We looked around, we looked at Instagram, and we came to the decision to pick the four talking heads that we thought that would reflect our why for this film.
Mm-hmm. And where did you shoot? Like yeah, it's kind of like I'm trying to pinpoint where you shot this segment, Micah.
So this is the thing. I think me and you, Micheline, we saw this location pop up on our Instagram.
Yes.
There's a social media account called Social or Secret NYC, and it was this kind of secret hidden garden in the heart of Midtown that is like an oasis away from the noise and the craziness, with a running water and beautiful foliage. And yeah, it's a top secret garden destination in New York, and
You're not going to tell me where it is exactly?
Well, it's in a public building called a the Ford Center for Social Justice,
Yes.
and
It's like in a nook somewhere.
Gotcha. So it's like in a
Right.
building. It's in a building, but you have to really try to find it in the building, I guess, in a sense.
well,
Yeah,
you wouldn't
like
walking
East
past it,
Midtown.
you would not know. You
Okay.
wouldn't
Yeah,
know,
you
right?
wouldn't know at all. It's like East Midtown, a few blocks from Pix 11 Studios.
Okay.
It's hidden off. Like if you would go around the corner, you'll pass right by it. But if you were going into the building looking for something and you look and you say, "Oh, wait, what is this beautiful secret garden room?"
And how did you guys know about it?
Well, that's what the Instagram popped up and said it was like a little secret. Well, it wasn't so secret anymore. I think a lot of people started to visit. But luckily, this center actually does a lot of work with documentary filmmakers. It's a center that gives grants to documentary filmmakers. And so when I went in to see if we can get some access, they were very kind and they were very willing. So yeah, I also want to say thank you to that center for letting us film there.
And I'm assuming you shot it just like in a day and just like got in there, got your coverage, and yeah, that's
Yeah, we
amazing.
had to move quick. The security was right there too, as well.
So they let you film there.
Yes,
They
yes.
did. They did. We filmed in about, I guess, 3 hours was the whole shoot time of that shoot. And then actually with the other subjects, we shot on a separate day, a half day, at a studio in Brooklyn.
So
And
those
that
are other
actually,
those are other films that I haven't seen yet, though, right? Those are other.
exactly, yeah. They're coming out soon. We're going to be releasing them in the next week or so.
Yeah, we're still in post-production.
Okay, so you shot the cover, you shot the coverage of him, and then how did the voiceover did it happen before or after you shot the film? His voiceover.
That was afterwards, actually, right, Micheline?
Yeah, yeah. We did a little bit of both just for safety. Right after we did like a quick interview, and then we wanted to kind of get like more from him.
Yeah.
And so we did like two like recordings. I think we did one there at the Ford Center, and then we asked for some voiceovers as well to add.
But these are his words, right?
Oh yeah.
In his words.
Yeah.
So what did he think of the film when he saw it?
I think he was really happy, actually. Yeah, I think we were having a text conversation. I was a little bit nervous to share, it's always a bit, as you know, it's
Sure.
always when you work in documentary, you want to shine everybody in the best light. You want to be true to their story, authentic to their story.
Yeah.
And yeah, when I shared about Micah, he was really, really excited and looking forward to putting it out there. We actually put it up online maybe a day or two later after we shared it with him, and we got a lot of positive feedback, including Ingrid Silva reshared a story, a very talented, famous ballerina dancer.
Mhm.
And yeah, that was actually a really big win for us.
Yeah, 100%. So it's online. So basically, but then what motivated you to submit to the festivals like ours?
So I was looking for a festival where this film could be positioned, and because it's only 2 minutes long, I really wanted to find a niche in the festival market. So when I typed in under 5 minute films, yours was the first that popped up, and then
Yeah.
obviously it has so many amazing reviews. Even the fact that we get to do interviews and like podcasts, it was just honestly very, very attractive and appealing. And then when I looked at all the other films that are alongside on the website, I was really impressed with the standard overall. Everything is really, really highly produced and highly well crafted and well made. So we
Yeah.
were in really good company.
It's
Yeah.
very unique platform that you have. I just wanted to like counter like or just mirror what Sophie said. So she brought this to me and said, "Hey, I want to put this piece in a couple of festivals just to get just this representation out there, just get ourselves again in the niche
Yeah.
of festival circuit." And when she told me about 5 minute festivals, and I was just like, you know what? This sounds I haven't seen this before, and I really am interested. Let's do it. Let's go for it. And she entered, and here we are today.
It's also a film that it's a no brainer. Well, first of all, it's a no-brainer acceptance. It's a great film. Any dance you can submit to any dance festival and it will get accepted as well. So if that's something you're interested in.
We haven't even thought about submitting to dance. That's a good idea,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's a lot of really good
We
ones out there, especially in the States, like San
oh,
Francisco, like, and even New York, there's a couple good ones too. So
that's
amazing. Yeah.
absolutely.
We really, the reason we picked dance as well is because we actually both we did ballet classes when we were younger. And I'm specifically very interested in filming choreography dance movements.
mhm.
And I think the two of us were very interested in how we could learn to capture the movement of dance and choreography. And it was a challenge, but I think you have to be able to move with the camera, move
Yeah.
back. And with Micah's piece, it's a lot stiller and contemplative. But with the other pieces that are coming out soon, we have to really be fast on our feet, anticipating every movement. And yeah, I guess our training kind of came in handy in the end. But yeah, it was a really, really, really fun one to do. And I definitely think I'd like to work. I don't know about you, Michelene. Would you be interested in working more on dance pieces? But it's definitely something that I'm drawn to for the future.
Absolutely. Dance is a part of my heart, especially when I was younger, both contemporary and commercial. So when I see those who are represented in this industry and in within dance, and just be one those who like look like me when I was like younger, and I said I was in these classes and I was in these community classes, and I felt this joy, and I felt something that I felt like I have never felt before. And then coming back, reliving that and seeing the dancers in their movements, in their expressions, it kind of like reignited a fire within me. So of course I would love to continue working on this.
Well, like in your film, like you said, the camera's very still in this particular film, and it's like he's like kind of searching for something, the way you kind of shot the style. Like he's kind of exploring, trying to figure out. I think he knows who he is, but it's like he's trying to figure out how to put him into the world that we live in now. That's sort of like how I kind of interpreted the film, because it's like we're all like products of our time, right? Like it's like we're all like good and bad, right? Like so we how do we fit into this crazy world that we live in the 2024, 2025? I think that's what I guess, I'm assuming that's what he's attempting to do, what he's trying to figure out.
Yes, and I feel like that was my intention, even from the creation, from the proposal for this film to
Yeah.
now. Where do we fit in this crazy world of today? And it's just a small sense of portion in our world when it comes to art, when it comes to job, society, social status, the politics of it all.
Mhm.
Uh, that was my intent, and I'm glad that that was expressed accordingly.
There's there's been a lot of progress in terms of dancers, like African American Black dancers in I think there was the one, like the lead one was Black, I think like 10 years ago, was a big story. Apologies, I forget her name.
Christy,
Sorry.
Christy Copeland.
There you go. Thank you for that. So there's been obviously progress, but not obviously enough, right? So we need, like, but this gentleman's so talented, and he knows his body. It's kind of amazing, like how much he knows his body, right? So, and it's a crazy, it's such a really kind of interesting world, right? Like the dancing, because they're it's like they're athletes in so many ways. Well, they are athletes because they're so much wear and tear on their body, and there's only like, eventually you're gonna grow, you're gonna age, right? And there's only so much time you have, right? And you feel it. I'm sure they feel it all the time, right? Like, how much time do I have left before my body starts shutting down?
Yes, we definitely feel that just within dance, and it's so resonating, and I know it's resonating for everyone here and everyone that's listening. That having that time frame in your life.
Yeah,
You have a birthday. I always say you have a birthday, you have your inevitable death date of whenever that comes, and you
yeah,
have that time that's in between. That timeline is what I feel like that we're all like within a race to do all the things that we have to do to show the abundance and accomplishments in our lives.
yeah. But that said, you're filmmakers. You can make films till the day before you pass on. When you're a dancer, like there's only, like when you're an athlete, there's only like, you basically, age will catch
Yeah,
up to you, right? Even Tom
yeah,
Brady, you got caught up to him, right?
yeah.
So basically, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like it catches up to everybody.
It's
Absolutely.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then also, I suppose, then you pass the baton on and you may become a teacher and pass on your knowledge of your
yeah,
skills. And that's really, yeah, this is why we really wanted to focus on dancer teachers, because it is all about passing on the knowledge
yeah.
and, yeah, making the next generation feel welcome and so that their talent can grow.
And what did you guys think? We send you the audience feedback. What did you think what the audience had to say about your film?
Yeah, it was really great. It was a great selection. I felt very pleased watching it. How did you feel, Micheline?
I was so nervous at first because I was, oh my God, audience reactions, but I was so delighted. I was delighted and over the moon about the reactions and again, my intent and why for the film shining through in that understanding of that resignation with the audience.
And you guys are in post-production for your other films right now. So you want to make this a series?
Yeah, it's a portrait series. So we have the next section coming out with Amanda Smith, Cobe Courtney, and Judea Lowe. And yeah, we're really excited to share that piece. It's in the same tone. It's going to share personal stories of their journey in the industry. And yeah, a little, like you said, a little vignette into their lives and just spotlighting their exceptional talent. They're all such great performers, hard workers, and we're just really, really pleased to be able to showcase their dancing skills.
And you guys are still in school, right?
Yep, we graduate
Final year.
final year. We graduate May 2025.
Oh, so you got 6 months to go.
We have 6 months to go. Me and Micheline work in the industry outside of school. Micheline, you have your own production company, Karaoke and Vodka.
Yes.
I'm also a producer. I work on documentaries outside of class. But we're really like honing in our directorial skills in our masters at the moment
That's amazing.
and learning, yeah, learning how to serve story, how to shoot, how to edit. it's honestly been such a great course, and I'm really pleased to have met Michelene, so we can maybe collaborate again in the future.
Yeah, you're my
Yeah.
lifelong collaborator. I feel it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys come from different, are you guys both like originally from New York City?
I'm from
So,
Ireland, actually.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
if you can hear the accent.
I do, but it's changed, it's shifting. You must have been in New York for a long time.
I've been here in total 3 years,
Okay.
back and forth. But yeah,
But when you
I
go
made
back
up
to
an
Ireland,
American twang.
they tell you that your accent has changed?
When I'm in Ireland, people tell me I have an American accent. When I'm in
Yeah,
America, people tell me I have an Irish accent.
yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm picking up little bits of twang here and there.
You're
And
shifting over to the Western world, right? So
That's it.
yeah.
and I'm
But
a New Yorker through and through.
oh yeah.
Brooklyn born and raised.
Where'd you grow up? You grew up in Brooklyn?
Yes.
All right.
Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
There's a long list of successful Brooklynites. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Long list. It's like in the thousands. There's something, I lived there for a year. There's something in the water. It just inspires you.
That's true.
Absolutely.
All right. On that note, you guys this is an amazing 2-minute film. No-brainer acceptance at any festival you submit to, as far as I'm concerned. And just keep at it. I'd love to see your next projects, and let's talk again.
Thank you
Thank
so much. It's great to
you
meet
for
you.
having
Thank you.
us.